Charles, I was telling you this earlier, but this week could really give anyone whiplash with the political news coming out. I mean, it's really enough for an entire election season, jam-packed in 6 days. So let's take it back to last Saturday. That's when former President Donald Trump survived an assassination attempt against him at a political rally in Pennsylvania. What's your reaction to that news?
I don't know about you, Brittany, but I followed it in real time, not because I had been watching the rally in Butler, Pennsylvania, but because a friend who is in the financial markets immediately texted me and said, Trump has been shot. So I turned on TV. And I think the difference in experience for people who didn't know the outcome immediately and people who tuned in a half an hour later and knew he had been shot but survived and the injury was minor, that's a very different experience. My experience was just shock and fear. And that was not a partisan fear. It was just, I've been through this in 68. I can remember as a child John F. Kennedy being shot. It disorients your entire world. But I think when Donald Trump raised his fist with that flag in the background, that will define every biography of him. That will define this campaign and his memory in the future. And I think Yogi Berra once said it's hard to predict, especially about the future, but it's really hard to see how he is defeated in this election. And equally important, he's going to carry, it looks like, a lot of swing districts, which is why you see a kind of widespread panic. But I think that why did he raise his fist? A, because that's who he is. And B, I think he was really trying to reassure the crowd that was there, the crowd that was watching on TV, and the whole world that he was safe as far as he knew. And that he said, fight, fight, fight. I mean, it's an iconic moment, and it contrasts very sharply with an incumbent president who needs his wife or a former president to lead him off the stage.
To your point right there, I mean, he popped down, was bombarded by Secret Service, came back up and made it a point to raise his fist and tell the crowd, fight. The crowd was chanting USA. I was watching in real time as well. So what do you think the impact on the race is going to be after this moment?
Decisive. I mean, if you were looking for strength and endurance through any crisis, what could be better proof? And this wasn't partisan. This was the message itself wasn't partisan of raising his fist. It was I thought that the song that he should play was that old Donna Summer song from Disco, I Will Survive.